So I made the decision to cut the skulls in half and cut their eyes out because I saw someone else did the same craft and hers did something similar and she was able to make the eyes light up. So I'm going to try that with a saw and a utility knife, and I may or may not cut a finger off. So I guess pray for me or something. But of course, have to have little helper here the whole time. Sylvester. Oh my Christ. Send help. Alright, so using the box cutter, utility knife, whatever you want to call it, chopping out the eyes. It's not perfect. I don't recommend this because I almost nearly cut myself numerous times, but we're here now. The sides, actually cutting this bad boy in half isn't actually that hard. It is very, very thin plastic on the sides. It's only really thick on the crown of the skull and the very bottom. So that's where you want to be, I guess, the most careful. So I am cutting towards myself, and you are not supposed to do that. So I don't recommend it. Don't do this. That's how these cuts happen. Oh, I can't, why can't I bend my finger? Ah, those cuts. Happened over the weekend when I was working on this. Yeah. But this time I'm cutting towards my stomach and there is a lot of flab there. So I do have a cutting board down because I didn't know what the hell else to put between here, between the cutting and my table. So the one good thing is that the skull has a seam, and so it normally, if you get it close to that seam, it'll just kind of split apart, and the cranium was the hardest part to cut through, which is why I was using the mini saw. Most of this is I'm doing with my utility knife. I don't know if that's the smartest way. I know it's definitely not the safest way, but that's how we're doing it. So I got oh, my hair's crazy. 30 more of these to go. So I'm only mildly breaking a sweat. And I might rip the skulls that I have already used off or try to cut them off so they don't go to waste. But we'll see. That's only if I need more skulls. I got a decent amount of skulls. Stacks of skulls. And I got even more. So I should... And as of right now, the cats are nowhere in sight, so, which is good. Even they know that what I'm doing is so horrifically unsafe that they don't want to be anywhere around me. I shake the shit out of this stuff. Stuff scares me. I don't know what it is. All right, there we go. We're ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to try to place and put the stuff around it and kind of sit it in there. That was not descriptive whatsoever. So I'm going to spray the foam stuff around where I trace where I'm going to put the skull and try to set it in the foam so that not too much gets into the hole I cut out for the eyes, but it's still securely stuck on there. So we're going to see how that goes. Wish me luck. Oh my God. Oh my God. This stuff is nah. I have no control over this shit whatsoever. There we go. I'll do that. Maybe I should set and spray around. Maybe we'll do that. All right. Now, the last time I did this, I made the foam really thick, so I used an awful lot. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that this go around. But again, you really want to make sure the eyes are where the holes are and the skull is in there. Otherwise, it's just going to fall off. So I am kind of shoving some of the foam stuff like underneath. I don't know if that's going to help or hurt, but here we go. Trying to make sure I cover all the purple. Not that it matters, because I will be, oh God, we forgot all the tiny stuff that I wanted to put on here. We got little skulls. Little skull, get in there. Can't see the little skull. There we go. Little skull. Okay. Apparently I can't figure out how to get that stuff out. There's some bones. Okay. I also got these hands. I'm trying to figure out a good place to put like a hand. Oh my. I'm going to take this little straw doodad. I'm going to kind of knock off some of the excess so I don't have to cut so much off the side when it's done. It's kind of what I did last time. Get that off the finger. I would make a "that's what she said" joke, but I don't think it'll be funny. Okay, last little bit. Cats are watching per usual. Feeling good. Feeling good. No longer feeling good. There we go. So I have relocated so I can have a touch of back support. My back's been killing me lately. And we lost some more bones. So I might go back and glue some of them into place. Just to make sure, you know, when else, you know, they get used. There's one baby. Hi, Paps. And there's the other baby. Hi, Sylvester. I'm watching their mom maybe make a whole huge fucking mess. But so far, so good. Not too terrible. Touch wood. So, go from there. I think it's actually coming out pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to toot my own horn, but we'll see. I'm a little worried. I have lights to go in the eyes, as I don't know if I said, but that was the whole point in cutting the holes. So I have lights that I want to put in the holes that are supposed to be like flames. I did get it from Temu, and I'm a little worried about that near this stuff and overheating and setting my front door on fire, which would be bad. So I'm not sure. I might use different lights. I'll read this better and see how we're doing. Otherwise, it'll still have like the glow of the inside lights, hopefully. Home stretch. Nobody saw that. It didn't happen. Okay. There we go. All right. It comes out so crazy when you just let it go wild. Stop. Get in there. Go where I want you to go. God damn it. You know what? Let me get my moccasin out of the way, because this stuff is wild. All right. This stuff is definitely much more behaved after it gets going. It's just at the very first go, it gets a little crazy. So there you go. Get on in there. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yes. I need to stop touching this because I'm going to ruin this if I keep touching it. I think looks pretty cool. I'm going to leave it out here for the rest of the afternoon to dry down, and this evening I'll move it to my front porch so that it's covered. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. And then tomorrow I can spray paint the shit out of it. All right.